Ladies and gents, I wanted to do a set of videos for the FM blog channel looking at individual player profiles over the course of maybe about 10 years and some beyond. So starting on day one and going 10 years into the future, see where they start, see where they end up, and see how it all works. If you've seen my channel, Cephine FM, you'll know that I've been working on a Roma save. And in the first transfer window, I brought in Thiago Almada to bolster my front set of attackers. So far in my save, I'm only in season 2, but he's doing very well and has actually garnered himself one of the signings of the season, according to the Roma fans. And that was only after half a season. So I've enjoyed watching him grow and watching him play. So kind of wanted to start there with Thiago Almada. If you want any other players, teams, or competitions to be highlighted, just let us know in the comments down below, and we'll get to them as fast as we can. We'll get through them. But as you can see, as we start on day one of the save, Thiago Almada has some fairly good stats already right off the bat. 16s in penalty taking, technique, and flair. Not too bad. He may not be the paciest of attackers with a 14 acceleration, 12 pace, but he's only 20 years. I'm hoping he can grow. I know in my save he's not the paciest, and I haven't seen him grow all that much, but 20 years old. He's got plenty of room to grow in most of these stats. Currently listed between, as you can see, 2.9 and 8.6 million pounds at Velez in Argentinian League. I have seen him in a few other saves that I've done on my own, kind of hike off to Leicester, kind of maybe a year or so in. So let's push on 5 years and see what happened to his career. So as you can see, 2026, 5 years in, and it looks like the same things happened here I've seen elsewhere. He moves off to Leicester at the start of the 22-23 season for £7.5 million. Not too bad. Look at those numbers, though, and how he's grown. Loads of green here. Still not great on crossing and finishing, though. Dribbling, composure, decisions, vision, agility, all bounced up into the 16 to 17 zone. So for £7.5 million, he looks pretty fantastic right now at 25. Sadly, in my Roma save, I got him for 12.5 that first winter, rising to 19. So I am not all that good at negotiating, apparently. But 5 years on, he's sitting pretty at Leicester. What about in another 5 years? Well, the 20-30-31 season is finished, and as you can see, he hasn't grown all that much in the last 5 years. So the first 5 years of growth was really good. The last 5 years, not so much. A few numbers have gone up. Many have stayed the same, but the growth hasn't been what it was in that first 5 years. You see he's only worth the lower half of what he was worth 5 years ago. So not the greatest, sadly. But 316 appearances, 67 goals for Leicester. I still would say that's a pretty good career. It's been a pretty good move for him. And 155k per week. Yeah, he's had himself a fairly good career so far. Probably could have been moved off somewhere else and done very well, but apparently a very loyal lad. I don't know what his loyalty numbers are, but seems to enjoy Leicester, life in Leicester. Side note though, his positioning still stinks. 9. I would have thought after 10 years something would have risen. I don't know how that works, to be honest, in the back end. But positioning of 9 after 10 years in a Premier League club, I don't know. Everything else is growing up, just not that. So now to finish off these, I was actually originally thinking of kind of showing you the back end database and what the player looks like. And you can skip that if you wanted to. However, I've got the Game Pass version, and the Windows version of the editor is beyond god-awful. It doesn't even work. You open it up, it immediately shuts down. So I'm not getting you that numbers. If you do want to see those numbers, I can get them other ways, and I can just show them on screen. But let me know if you want to see those back-end database numbers. But for now, I'm going to leave it there. Thiago Almada's 10-year career so far looks pretty good. Definitely worth a look if you're looking for that kind of attacker as a backup. Even at 20 years old, he could, to me, he would fit into a lot of Premier League clubs, especially lower side of the league. Probably for me, looking at position 6 or 7 down in the table, I would definitely take a look at him, even as a backup. See how he grows if you want to play him as a first choice. I loved him so far in my Roma save. Very happy with him. Anyway, this has been Cephine FM for the Football Manager blog. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and enjoy.